Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video. I saw this a couple of weeks ago and I've kept it in one of my tabs as I was going to talk about it on a stream. But since there's no stream today, I thought I would get a video out for you talking about this. And it's very interesting because obviously, as you can see, we do have the Halle Bailey is her name, I think, the girl who played in The Little Mermaid. And obviously we have her right by there. But what it is, it's actually a really interesting article because obviously, as you can see from the title right by there, from AH to Halle Bailey, toxic fandoms are still being weaponized against women. Fans have become unofficial defense squads that aggressively push one version of events that favor their idol. First of all, with that part right by there, I do want to speak about, we've seen over the last couple of weeks on Twitter and a few other social media platforms, people who are, I support AH, I'm with her all the way. They are coming up with some outlandish things. There was one person recently who started having a go at everyone and said that Johnny Depp lost the French trial. That's a new one on me. French trial? Yeah? No? Let us know down below if you know of any French trial. Then they go about and they're all saying all these things that, oh, I can't believe he's doing this. Say the Variety article recently. People are retweeting it. It's gonna fail, like he's a failure. He's this, he's that. And again, when people ask, show me the evidence where this has been proven, they can't do it. What do? They block them, they mute them, and then they just start talking shit behind their block buttons because that's what they are. Especially the one person at the moment who was conned all of AH fans and buying her flowers. She raised something stupid like $800 or $1,000. Flowers do not cost that much, especially the little bouquet that she said that she sent. So we have all of that by there. But with this article, with them saying that toxic fandoms are still being weaponized against women, this is not just against women. It's against men. It's against everyone. And obviously it does go on regarding Halle Bailey and her YouTuber couple, whatever. And it's going on about deeply personal situation. And obviously that they've got, or she did I should say, that she got a restraining order because she accused her partner of physical, verbal and financial this throughout their relationship. He's yet to directly respond to the allegations, but he has since filed his own restraining order against her, seeking to stop her from taking their son to Italy for a work trip. So you have all of that by there. And it doesn't go into the AH situation until you get down by here. And the way they talk about it, so the AH Depp legal case, one of the most high-profile examples of this dynamic. While a UK court ruled against Depp, first of all, straight away, the way that this is being put together, Glamour are trying to show the world or make the world think, oh, see, the UK ruled in AH's favour. She was never a party to the UK. That's what all of these people, well, no, they don't forget. They're doing it on purpose because they know that if they actually state she wasn't a part of the UK trial, it goes and completely blows their agenda out of the water. And obviously then a US one mainly found for him. It wasn't mainly found for him. A jury of her peers saw all the evidence. She lied. Hell, when your own therapist says, yes, she's the one who caused the fight, she told me. Where else, what else are you going to believe, literally, with that? Says, obviously, online support overwhelmingly leaned in Depp's favour, downplaying the evidence of this. So, evidence of that. Is there any photos, videos, or actual recordings of her being what they're claiming? No. What have they got a video of? Oh, him hitting cupboards and all that. But what did Johnny Depp have? Her actually admitting, I wasn't punching you. I was hitting you. I wasn't punching you. I don't know the motion of my hand. She was the abuser, which she was. And again, the doctors, all the medical files for Johnny Depp were shown. And when people asked her, Johnny Depp's team, where's all this evidence? Where's all of this that you said you were going to provide? I gave it to my team. I don't know what they'd done with it. Throwing her team under the bus because she knew she had nothing. She knew. The 3 judges in the UK, the ones who didn't go against the Judge Nicole's, his judgment. Because here in the UK, trying to get an appeal is very, very tricky. They normally don't succeed anywhere. But the US judge, Johnny Depp never had a fair trial because of all of this. Judge Nicole, he called in the officers. Oh, I don't want to speak to them now. Body cam footage from the police officers. Oh, she's just been this by him. They took her to one side. They checked her over. Body cam footage. Oh, look, there's not a mark or anything on her. She went on the James Corden show, supposedly. And she had to cover black eyes and all this kind of stuff. She had a split lip. But she was smiling, she was laughing, she was doing every single type of motion with her mouth. If you got a split lip, you can't do that. It would just reopen. But again, no, these people, they like to go on saying that everything that they say is true. They don't like it because, well, there's just tons of evidence out there. Written, there's also video, there's also medical notes from her people who say that she was the aggressor. Like we said, her own therapist even said, yes, she said that she starts the fights. She's the one who starts throwing punches. And what is it on tape? Her stating, whenever I start a fight, you want to get out of here. And then you hear Johnny Depp, because you always hit me. That's literally all you need. But they don't want people to know about that. And as she goes by here, the US trial became online entertainment. Social media was flooded with memes and commentary mocking and discrediting her as a manipulative woman, while Depp was positioned as the misunderstood victim. It was a case that first showed us just how easily public opinion can be swayed to protect powerful men and silence women. I'm sorry, whoever wrote this piece of shit. So, Susan, whatever your surname is, I'm not being funny, you should not... Oh, look, it's her only one that she's written. I wonder why. This woman should not be allowed to write about this sort of stuff because she literally has no idea what went on. In the early days of tabloid news, stories like this would break through the press, and while often sensationalized, control over the narrative was largely in the hands of the journalists and publicists. So, straight away there, she's saying in the early days of tabloid news, who did Amber Heard go to? He does this to me, he does that to me. Oh, Mr. Dan Wooten. I went to J.K. Rowling to get rid of him. Then all of a sudden, 2024, I should never have got involved with Johnny Depp and AH because she lied to me. I know what it's like now to have a crazy ex. That just goes to show that he admits that she lied to him. This is what goes on. And people, the ones who are supporting her and this person, he was writing all of this, the biggest problem they have, they are always going to go back to AH. Now, with everything that is going on, with this Halle Bailey and everyone else, and we're seeing a lot of other people who are coming out with these sort of things, this day and age, you literally need evidence for everything. Otherwise, if someone calls you something on the internet, it mostly gets stuck. This day and age, everyone prefers social media justice, which we've seen quite a few people who have been picked on and targeted, and then you find out that they're not the person people were on about. We have seen it so many times, and the problem with that is, when you see these type of fandoms, and they're going forward, and they're the ones who are saying, oh, well, this happened, this happened, this happened. Have you seen this documentary? Documentaries are created to further one person's agenda, one person's opinion. That's how they film it. With AH, the whole Me Too movement, before she got involved, was brilliant. It got people like Harvey Weinstein off the streets and in jail. But then you had people come along like AH. Alyssa Milano, another perfect person like this. Evan Rachel Wood with Marilyn Manson. You had people in the Phoenix Rising documentary, the women who were there, who were going, oh, Manson did this, Manson did that. And what happened afterwards? When Marilyn Manson took him to court and he asked for all these people to do witness stuff, statements and all that. One of them actually came out and said, we were told to say it. By who? Evan Rachel Wood. This is the problem. When you get something which is so good, you're always going to have someone who comes out and tries to fuck that up. Evan Rachel Wood was one of them. AH was one of them. Hell, AH and Roberta Kaplan, who was her lawyer at the time. When Johnny Depp said he was going to sue her, we're suing you in Virginia, we're the Washington Post, where all of the papers and where her article was printed from. What did Roberta Kaplan do? By the way, remember, she lived in New York. Oh, yeah, I got her, I'm not taking it anymore. She's not my client. I can't go down there. And the reason she gave was, I can't go because the price of gas. You work for a multi-million-dollar law firm, which is one of the best in the world. And you say you can't go down to Virginia because of gas? To be honest with you, she probably saw all the evidence that Johnny Depp's team was filing, and she was like, yeah, no. They got you dead to rights. So what did she go and do? Oh, I'll go and hire other people. Which then, her insurers, well, we're suing you, we're suing them because, you didn't come through us to get an actual firm that we approved of. So straight away, it just goes to show that AH is being a lion and a little thief her entire life. Where's the $7 million? So I never said I donated it. I was going to. No, she hasn't. But there's so much stuff going on regarding all of this. They keep coming back to AH and the Johnny Depp situation where those people should not be involved in other things like this here with Halle Bailey and everyone else. They should not be compared because the AH Johnny Depp situation was completely different. Going forward, we are going to see a number of things now coming out because a lot of these people have had enough. People are getting called all this kind of names under the sun and everything else, and they're literally like, no, I am not going to let you win. I am not going to let you call me whatever in the tabloids, on social media, whatever. I will fire back. And this has been going on for the last couple of years because who remembers Nicki Minaj? The one who used to be a hooker? And she goes, I robbed men. Yeah, I did all of this. And now you got these kind of people who are praising them. Praising a thief? A criminal? There's so much stuff going on. But with all of this, folks, let us know what you think about this down below. Because seeing all of this, they should literally keep Johnny Depp, AH, away from all of this type of situations because it's completely different. That was a whole different ballpark. Again, in the UK, she wasn't a party. It was Johnny Depp against the Sun and Dan Wooten because he printed lies, which 2024, last year, Dan Wooten came out and said she lied to me. I should never have got involved. Even though it's not a sorry, I'll take that because that is basically, well, it is. It's stating to everyone she lied. But it goes against their narrative, folks. Let us know what you think about this down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.